I'm Steve.
And I'm Les.
And this is Tabletop Tastings. Les, what are we doing?
Today, we have 4 different whiskeys from John Sleeman and Sons. And what we're going to do, you being the whiskey enthusiast that you are, and ooh, look at me, I'm so fancy with my whiskey. I want to see if you can tell apart the 4 different types of whiskeys that they produce.
Okay.
So they've got a bourbon, they've got a single malt sherry finished, they've got a rye whiskey, and they've got their single malt. So all of them should be quite a bit different in profile because they're completely different types of whiskeys. So Steve, what I want you to do, and I'm going to taste along here because I like whiskey.
Why not?
And let's see which one you can guess. And when you guess, just put the little card in front of whatever one you think it is.
Your glasses will be out of my way anyways at that point. So.
Right, and Steve he's got no idea which bottle is which. He has not seen it. No. So, Steve, you can start wherever you want. I didn't number these. It doesn't serve a purpose, though, but you can choose which number you'd like to start with.
Okay, well, we'll start with number 1. I am nervous and excited all at once because I've never done well at tests. Okay, let's see. What is number 1?
Tasty. Number 1 is tasty.
Number 1 is tasty. I think I know what it is.
Okay, and you're allowed to change too. Once you vote, you're not locked in.
I'm just going to put it back up.
Okay.
So I'm going to leave that one there. All right, let's go to number 2. And let's see who number 2 works for.
Who does number 2 work for? Ooh.
Oh, man.
That's delicious.
Wow.
Yep.
That is delicious.
Yep.
Wow. So I'm going to go right away, and I know which one that is.
You're locking that one down?
Yeah, that one I can lock down.
So going with the sherry finish, single malt sherry finish. You're not as sure on number 1, though, are you?
I'm pretty confident, yeah. Number 3.
So tasting notes, what are you getting off that one?
Ooh. So it's kind of funny because when things are blind and you're kind of trying to figure it out.
It's funny, I know what they are and I'm loving this because, and I'm not using any descriptions as to what I taste because I don't want to influence your nose and your palate. Part of me wants you to fail so bad. And the other part of me wants you to succeed because I'll be proud.
Oh, I'm sure you will. So this one, I'm really thinking this is the single malt. However, just because it's got a lot of that barley feel to it, in the flavoring and even in the nose. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. All right, let's go to
number 4. What are you tasting with that one?
Oh, that's funny. Okay. Wow. I love that.
Yeah? It's good.
That is really, really nice.
Which one are you calling that one?
So that's the single malt. That's funny. Yeah, that's gorgeous. That is really nice. I am loving that. And I really do think that that's the single malt. That's so funny. Cool. Because you just keep it in the... Yeah. So that's the single malt. So now what's funny is the rye and the bourbon. So I think there is some similarities between those two. So I'm just going to go back to number 1. Interesting.
Describe the flavor. What are you getting? What are you getting?
So that one has the higher rye note. So there could be some. That's so funny. I'm kind of between those two. No. Okay. All right. I'm gonna make my decision up. I've loved actually every one of these. The only one I've had is their traditional. It's their bourbon.
Traditional straight whiskey.
Traditional straight whiskey.
Which, for the viewers at home, the traditional straight whiskey we are labeling as bourbon because it is made like a bourbon.
It is made like a bourbon, yeah. You know what I'm going to say, Les?
Yep.
Is that even if I got these all wrong, they are very tasty.
Which you just may do.
It could. Yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to say that number 3 is the bourbon because it has a little bit more of a sweeter note to it.
I see.
So I'm thinking that that's more of the corn.
Okay.
Whereas the rye is going to have a little bit more of the char, maybe a little bit more of that rye, that spiciness to it. I am going to lock in with my guesses, and I'm nervous. I have never touted myself as some kind of expert. But I do really enjoy whiskey. And this is actually kind of a really fun experience to go through because it does make you think, what am I having? Like, what am I getting out of everything? So, all right, let's see how we did.
Okay, so number 1, you said was the rye.
Okay.
The actual bottle is the John Sleeman and Sons traditional straight
okay,
whiskey.
so that's the bourbon.
This was the bourbon.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Number 2.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you nailed this one immediately.
It's pretty quick.
The single malt sherried finish.
Yep.
Jump around here now. And that was indeed the sherry finished single malt.
That was really tasty.
Okay. Do you want to reach for bottle number 3?
Okay, so bottle number 3. I know I'm wrong
Yep.
because I thought it was the traditional straight whiskey. I'm hoping, though, that it is the rye, and it is the rye. Okay.
Excellent.
Which is awesome. So you know
not
what?
bad.
I'm not doing too bad, which means the last one I was correct on as well, which is their single malt, which I want to go back to it because I had it immediately. And
have a sip of number 1 now that you know it's the bourbon.
Yeah. Man,
It's funny. As soon as you know,
yeah.
it changes right away,
changes
right?
immediately. Yeah, I have had that happen where I've been at someone's house and they gave me a bourbon, and I'm like, oh, that's a nice rye, because it feels like it has that rye forward taste to it.
Well, this is where I recently went to a whiskey tasting where I knew what some of the products were,
good too.
and blind could not pick them out, even though some of them have very distinguished flavors that I'm quite familiar with, which is why I thought this would be a fun thing to do, to see how well you did. And you got 50% on it. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
And the John Sleeman and Sons traditional straight whiskey, which really is their bourbon, is a fantastic bourbon.
Yeah.
How about we do another challenge in the near future where we pit that up against 3 American bourbons and see if you can tell the difference with that?
I would love to do that. And I love it because there's a lot of companies out there right now saying, hey, we're making this substitute for American bourbon because we can't get that right now. And it's not the same. This is not a substitute in my mind. It is a bourbon. I love this lineup. And I'm gonna go back to the single malts, and you can finish up.
We hope you've enjoyed this. My name is Les.
Oh yeah, I'm Steve.
And this is Tabletop Tastings.
That it is.
Have a great day.
Yeah.
Of the 4 though, which is your favorite?
That's like picking your favorite child.
I think it's pretty easy,
love that.
actually.
I love that cherry.
The cherry one's fantastic.
That is like fantastically good. It's